about you guys, but I feel like for a long time, and probably up until about maybe the past 2 years, I have been like really consumed with societal's blueprint. Like, we've all pretty much have had a blueprint on how we should live our lives. You go to school, you go to college, you find someone, you get married, you have kids, you build a family, then they literally do it all over again. And you work, you get a job, you know, you retire. Like, all of these things have, well, I just sound like I had a list for a second life. All of these things have literally been placed right in front of us. And I feel like a lot of us feel obligated to meet these marks by certain ages, you know, be married and have kids by a certain age, have a career, have this type of bank account, you know, all of these things that society has placed upon us. And I can say that I was a victim of that at one point. For you guys that are new, I was in a long time relationship, almost 10 years, from the age of 17 to 26. I was almost turning 27. Yeah. And that's because I had this idea of how my life was going to look. Now, I think that I was under society's brainwashing in the sense of a family and a wife and children. I've never kind of been in that 9 to 5 mindset, and we'll definitely get into that. But as far as meeting those standards of having a husband, having kids, having a house, having a career, having this, I definitely feel like I was in that. And so I always took dating and stuff very seriously, because I was like, okay, I need to be married by this age. I need to have kids by this age, because if I don't, blah, blah, blah. You know, it's a lot of pressure. And after I got out of that relationship, I started to view dating differently. And I started to date more with purpose and kind of not just be so much in a rush to meet those societal like outlines. But I want to really talk about the whole thing, and especially when it comes to the 9 to 5 mindset, because I have never wanted to work, okay? I've never liked working. I never wanted to work for someone else. I never stayed at a job long. My family would always tease me because they'd be like, damn, you working somewhere else again? You got another job? And I would always find a new job. I will say that I stayed with one company for 7 years, but I worked at 5 different properties. So I still needed to move around. I had different positions. I've been in management, and I went back down to hourly. You know, just all of these things, because I've never been in this mindset of making someone else's establishment thrive. I've always had that entrepreneur mindset. And I really do feel like the societal that's a tongue twister. The societal blueprint that is put upon us is probably the biggest cause of depression, because we feel so much pressure to, you know, literally be robots, live this life on autopilot. We are not really being conscious about what jobs we get, because we need a job to survive. And we get up, we go to work, we could literally do our day with our eyes closed. And also when it comes to, you know, meeting people and having a relationship and hurrying up because you don't want to be, you know, 40, having kids, and so many pressures that literally tear us down every day. And what are we doing? Time is like this. Time is moving. Life is moving, and we are not being present, and we're not enjoying our life because of this hamster wheel that society has made us run on. And so I've decided, like, I am done with that. I already had that mindset going into it as far as working, and I have strived my best, and believe me, it has not been easy, and I'm still not where I want to be financially, but I can say that I have made sure I made that a priority. And now I'm doing full-time working for myself with, you know, blogging and social media and Monat and things like that. So I'm proud of myself in that regard for taking that step and trying new things and breaking out of those ties, because it's a lot easy, but it's also the harder choice. I feel like it's the more depressing choice. I feel like it's the more unfulfilling choice to live under the society's umbrella. And a lot of people are fed up. A lot of people want to experience life and love their life. And I don't know why, especially in work and career, that we've been told that in order to make money, it can't be the same as your hobby or your pleasure or something fun, or, you know, those things are not the same. And I don't understand why. I don't understand why when it comes to work, it's this different idea of something that's actually fun and enjoyable. And now, this generation, I love that we have a different perspective on what work is. Most of us are not getting up working to the bone every day just to retire when we're too old to even enjoy our lives. We're trying to come up with other ways to make a financial income or living for ourselves, but also enjoy what we're doing. And I love that. And I love that people are taking more chances, especially in that regard, because we don't have to live by this capitalist societal hamster wheel. I don't even know what to call it. It's ridiculous, you know? And I'm making this video for anybody out there that's literally feeling like they are just stuck, because you're not stuck. You're only stuck in your mind. You have the capacity to change anything that you want to change. And don't feel like because you're a certain age or you're a certain area of your life right now that you're not doing life right, because there is no right or wrong to do this thing. Your happiness is the number one thing. So if you aren't happy, then maybe that should be your outline on whether you're doing it right or not. Not that you're not married, not that you don't have kids, or maybe because now you're divorced, or maybe because you're a single parent, or maybe because you're unemployed, or maybe because you're at a job you don't like. None of those things matter. You can still change those. You have to be able to break the cycle at some point and step out and take some of those opportunities that might be there for you that maybe you're too scared to take. Maybe you don't think it's worth the risk. You really have to put into perspective, you know, what do I really want? And do I want it bad enough to actually go after it? Am I open to what the universe may be able to provide for me? Because we have everything we need. Like, honestly, when you truly believe that you have everything that you need, everything will come to you. I love saying this affirmation that goes, I don't chase, I attract. Everything that belongs to me will simply find me. And I make sure I remind myself of that, because sometimes you don't feel like you're doing a good job, or maybe you feel like you should be somewhere that you're not. But all of that is noise. It's really just noise. And when you kind of step outside of that box a little bit and be your own main character, be in your story and not be everywhere else, that's when things are put into perspective and you're like, okay, I want to take my control, take my power back. So I know you're like, okay, well, how do I do that? How do I get out of societal's hamster wheel? How? Number one, personal development. You should be doing some sort of personal development every single day. We are human. We are not meant to know it all, to remember it all, to be able to do it all, to handle it all. We can't. Stop trying to be a superhuman and handle and do everything. We need reinforcements. So we need those reminders. You need affirmations. You need those podcasts. You need those meditation videos. All of those things you need to be scripting, journaling, getting things out, exercising, going for a walk, something, connecting with nature. Personal development is going to start to strengthen your mindset. When you start to do little routines, implementing, your personal development, whatever that routine may look like for you. So if it's not waking up at 5 a.m. like, some of these people are saying, then don't do that. Make it for realistic for you, but set a routine. But set a routine that's going to put you in the right mindset, get your energy flowing high, and set the tone for how the rest of your days are going to start looking. So number 2 is definitely discipline. Motivation is cute, okay? But motivation is nothing without action. So motivation plus action equals discipline. You have to be disciplined, not just motivated. You can be motivated to have a nice body, but if you're not disciplined, you're not going to get there. So making sure you're swapping that out. Swapping out motivation for discipline is definitely going to help you get on the right track. Taking those necessary me time moments, getting to know yourself all over again, because when you're in the societal programming, you're not thinking of what you want your day-to-day to look like, the partner that you want, when you want to have kids, when the type of career you want. You're thinking, okay, they said that by this age you should be doing this, and not even that you're consciously saying this to yourself. I'm not saying you sit around all day saying, okay, society says, but we all have that voice in the back of our mind that make us feel like we're not living up to what we should be doing. So start to really do some activities and do some things that make you rediscover yourself. It's all about unlearning. It's about unlearning everything that we're taught and really learning about our own soul and ourselves and our pleasures and what makes us happy and what makes us thrive. I know for me, I didn't really know that I was a big nature person. Like camping, what? I didn't think I would like that. I love camping. I love being in nature. So a lot of things I didn't really know that were me, I'm discovering, and it's making me more in tune with how my day-to-day and how my lifestyle I actually really want it to look. Can you imagine if I really went through with what I thought I wanted? I would be a mom, a wife, everything already right now. And I really don't know if that's my path right now. And I'm okay with that, I'm okay with saying, hey, I actually want to travel and be where I'm at right now. I don't want to be married and have a kid at this age. So really start to unlearn. I think that's one of the biggest things I want you guys to take away from this, is unlearning all the noise, just silencing everything and learning more about who you truly are and your essence. Take yourself out. You don't always need someone else or a partner or things like that. Take yourself out. Be open to meet new people. As far as career-wise, okay, if you're somebody that you feel like that area of your life is good, but maybe your career side is where you struggle, start to be open to other opportunities and take resources other than what you're used to. The 9-to-5 is safe, it's secure, right? But actually it's really not, because in this space right now with COVID and all of this stuff, we have been shown how disposable we really are in the work field. So maybe if you've been closed off to some opportunities that might actually lead you in the right direction, be open. Be intentional with where you want to go and be clear about what you want to do. If you want to travel, start doing more research to see how you can travel and make money at the same time. Those resources are out there. It does not have to be separate. I am a big believer in I should be able to create, to play, to have fun, and that can bring me income. And that is what I do right now. I create, I play, I have fun, I travel, and all of those things financially support me. I don't actually go and clock in to anywhere. And I haven't since the pandemic started last year. I have not had a 9 to 5 in over almost 2 years. And I have been the most financially stable I've ever been. So hopefully that puts some things into perspective for you. And yeah, like, I think before I end this video, I definitely want to say, let go of fear, okay? Fear does not exist. We create fear. We create that feeling of what if. So if you never try something, first of all, you're never going to know like how it went. It's always going to be unknown for you. But the fear, we attach fear to something. We make it fearful. It's not the thing itself that's scary. We make it scary. So figure out what those fears are for you internally, and figure out why you're having those fears, and try to get to the root of it. I was on a call with one of my business partners, and I love what she said. She said, worrying is cashing checks for problems that you don't even know exist. And I don't know about you, but I ain't gonna be cashing free checks, okay? So I hope this video was speaking to you. I hope you want to take your power back in some area of your life and not feel like you need to be someone that you're not, that you need to be somewhere that you're not, that you know, or, you know, if you're just tired, if you're tired of being where you are, start today. Make those changes today, you know. Be open to opportunities. Be open to meeting new people. And really get to know what you want and not what society wants from you, if that makes any sense. This was just like a little rant, a little chit chat video, maybe some inspiration. I don't know what you guys are going through, but if I'm speaking to somebody, then I've done my job. So definitely let go. Take the deepest breath that you've taken all day, and then take control of your life. So I love you guys, always here, and I'll see y'all in my next video.